shot my girlfriend.
Okay, where are you located?
3003 Springfield Drive, apartment 4. Oh my God.
How old is your girlfriend?
She's 26. Free. Oh my
You said 26. Where was she shot at?
I don't know. She's on the grill right now. I don't know.
Was she alert and able to talk to you?
No, she's not. Free. God. Hell! Oh my God! Yes!
Where she's been shot at?
I think so. That's all they know.
Okay.
No, free.
Okay.
I think
Kenneth, can you hear me?
I was in bed, sleeping, and about sometime after 12, Kenny called me. He was crying and he was yelling her name and said that somebody kicked in the door and he think Breonna was shot. And I dropped the phone.
911, where's your emergency?
I immediately called 911.
In the apartment behind me, there was a lot of gunshots just now.
I mean, it was just like, just tons of bullets going everywhere.
They're still shooting. Yeah, I need to get over here. They're shooting like crazy.
Yeah, just get down.
This is crazy.
So I started calling him and he wasn't answering the phone. So I started calling Breonna and she wasn't answering.
I'm roughly 100 feet from her apartment. My apartment does physically touch her in the top right corner. So all that was between me and the outside was the screen door. And I'm sitting there watching TV, and it was a little past midnight or whatever, and I hear a pop, pop, pop. Immediately after that, I heard two more pops, and that's when I pulled my blinds open to see what was happening outside. It sounded like the OK Corral.
They just unloaded, and I heard somebody yell, reload. Man, they just shot about 7 or 8 times. And they right here in front of my fucking house. And I got my grandbaby and my kids with me.
I went to the back screen door just now, and there's police back there, and they're telling me to put my hands out the fucking window.
I heard maybe about 20 to 25 shots ring out. At that time, I cut on my radio, and then I started to hear, officer down. I knew right away that it was an officer-involved situation. And then I was listening to hear the address. I then immediately put on my uniform and ran down to the scene.
They just shot the fucking police out here, bro. What the fuck?
Police is shot. The police is shot. This morning we had a critical incident involving one of our officers who was shot and another person at the scene who was killed. I want to say that we are extremely fortunate that our officer, Sergeant John Mattingly, was not more seriously injured.
This is Sergeant Amanda Seeley of the Louisville Metro Police Department's Public Integrity Unit. Today's date is Wednesday, March 25th, 2020. Sergeant, in your own words, the incident that occurred at 3003 Springfield Drive, apartment number 4.
As soon as the shot hit, I could feel the heat in my leg. And so I just returned fire. I got 4 rounds off. Boom, 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 boom. And then I went back and went down on the side of the door and then reached around, and I think I got 2 more off. And I yelled at them, I've been hitting my femoral. And I think at that time, Miles slid up. No, Tony was behind me. Mike was to the right of the door with the ram. It was Brett, Hoover, and Campbell had come up around the corner by the stairs. And so I slid back on my butt to get out of the line of fire. I didn't get shot in the back of the head. By the time I went out, I could hear all of a sudden boom, 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 several shots at that point. And then as I scooted out, Hoover grabbed me Then I kept going, did anybody call for EMS yet?
At this point, I can see police cars and I can see the commotion. And at that point, I hear them calling him out of the house. And him saying, I'm trying. After that point, they secure him and take him away.
You forgot to fire trucks. You just said you were not in the bed. We were scared. No, we didn't know who it was.
At that point in time, I knew that Kenneth Walker was in custody.
I get dressed and head over there to the apartment. When I got to the street, it was flooded with police cars. It looked like a parade or something. There was an officer at the end of the road. I explained to her that I needed to get through there, that something was going on with my daughter. She told me to get to the hospital. So I did. I went to the hospital, and they said she's not here. And so I waited for about 2 hours. She came back and said, well, ma'am, we don't have anything saying that this person is even on the way here. So I knew that I needed to get back to the apartment. When I got there, the detective, he told me to hold on, that he would be back. So it was another hour or so before he comes back. I said, where is Kenny? Because you're not telling me anything. And he said, Kenny's at one of our offices, helping us piece together what happened here tonight.
Today's date is March 13th, 2020.